What up, everybody? It's Poncer here. Today we've got a special game. This is a match mode game played in January 2024, and it's a 4v4 on Riviera. Should be a good one. This one caused quite a lot of discussion in the Discord afterwards. Lots of accusations. And so whenever there's drama like that, you know, I'm like a moth to the flame. I gotta go and look at it and to make a call. Now, this is gonna be from Kide's perspective. This is Kide's replay. And so we'll see what her perspective shows. It's not gonna be the full story. Actually, a lot of the drama is on the other team, but we'll do our best. I think this actual side is going to be an interesting one. Maybe we could have a look at the other replays if there are more. The teams are interesting. Let me just say, it's Frankie. This is Elian, Dex, and Kide on this team. So like the weakest, like that Frankie no hands on infantry is going to struggle. But this team, this NATO team, is also just pure struggle. You've got Spirit Gun, who's probably going to be playing Inf, like, it's pretty much his best role. Small Islands, probably going to play support. Gold Method, otherwise known as Donald Duck, going to play armor. And then Tank 55 is Peru, who's going to play air. And so just looking at this team, like the USSR team, my money's on them. Just because, you know, Dex, Elian, and Kide are really good. They can probably deal with Frankie's not so goodness. And compared to this team, this is like the B team. This is a B team if I've ever seen one. So it's a 4v4 as well, which is a really tough one. Spawn got lots of lights from Elian. This is kind of the standard Riviera spawn. Kide's doing the splits. Frankie is slow to get started. And here comes Peru. In the classic Peru fashion, charging in suicidally, losing almost everything, and also Kide's also suiciding, losing everything as well. You know, off to a great start, both airs. You know, they're both down to one chopper each, the value chopper. And Kide's actually going in even harder. Oh my god. That gets the AA. So yeah, there's Donald swarming up. So, interesting start. Elian's in an awkward position with his cap. He's gonna let... Really, when you're in this situation, you could both try to simultaneously cap. It can be done. But okay, they're going for the more conservative pullback. And already getting sniped. Dirty snipes going on. They get the cap. But Dex is denuded of AA. And yeah, Kide's already coping. Typing it out too, I guess, because she's been basically wiped, so she has nothing better to do but type it out. And they're in... Our USSR team is in a really bad spot. They did not push anywhere, and you know the tanks, like, look at this blob. Like Elian is blobbing hardcore over here. There's one AA on the field other than the forting one. Frankie's getting arty to death, and he's just running guys in the open to get sniped. And he's chucking Paras in the kind of the wrong place. He got this Paras down late as well. Like Spirit's guns, Paras are already there. Like this Para is dead. Like you should not drop a guy into here. Actually, is he gonna outplay Spirit Gun? He's getting into the tent. Oh my god, he got into the tent. He missed the... Oh my god. This guy's still alive somehow. Oh no, he's gonna die pretty fast. So like 2 for 3. This guy's also going to run into a shithead, I bet, and die. It's not looking good. Like, they've got the line of sight advantage. There's no pushing going on. And yeah, this is a bad spot for our USA team. And oh, that brutal tank buster. And here we go. We're going to see an awesome push from the NATO side. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Like, this is what you do as NATO when the enemy team is not pushing. You gotta go, like, you denude the forts, and then just go for it, man. Just go, yeah, running inf into here. Like, this is good stuff, running inf in. Absorb the air. Like, you kind of want to send the light tanks forward and absorb the air. Like, this is not what you do, but send the light tanks forward, sucker the air in to getting killed by the AA, and then push the heavies in. But already, you know, this is an amazing push. Gets the decap. Still there's some air present, but got the AA. Like, you want to get AA into this, like, divots or whatever. And then heavy arties. That's a little scuffed heavy arty. It might clip that. Yeah, it's clipping their own infantry. But the first decap, and it's brutal when you get decap like that. Good recap by Alien, but just like the constant light pressure, it's going to get pretty real pretty fast. And then the decap from Small Island here, that's really clutch as well. Frankie's got a good AT in this position. This stuff is all wasted. You know, when they're in a desperate situation, like, this stuff should be at least getting moved off the triple pointers. We'll see how soon that takes them. But this battle over here, they get the recap. It is a risky strategy to doing the pushing and the decapping as the USSR. Oh, the Jeep killing too. My God. But what else are you gonna do when the enemy team, like, this is a passive USSR, but they're just saving TA. And this is the correct move if you're getting pushed like this. If you can't get the offensive oomph going, you got to just save the TA for a double nuke. Because, you know, you need something to force them to stop poking you, because once you're in this position, they can just keep poking you over and over again. So even if you push town, for instance, they're going to poke you. If you push windmill, they're going to poke you. So you got to do something to stop them from poking you. Look at this, another poke on the mansion. More light tanks creeping up. And Kid A can't really do anything about this poke because she's just going to run into AA. And just look at the line of sight advantage. And the team is going to be commenting on this quite a lot. Just the line of sight advantage that Spirit Gun will have because, you know, he controls these woods. And oh, that's a brutal AA. Yeah, so Small Island, brutal air-to-air on Kid A, wipes her out almost. And yeah, look, there's Paras in here. There was a shithead in here before. Paras creeping up. I think the sniper can get him. But Frankie is really okay. So yeah, the AA here was deleted, and this guy was moved off, but the truck is still there. But yeah, they're commenting on where's the inf. Like, you got to have inf in here at all times. You should have an inf in here as a backup so you can run it in. This sniper is probably gonna get pushed, and they're about to get a dirty cap. It's really bad when you get a cap like this, because that's like 10 TA you get off of that. Convert that into a heavy arty. Oh man, and yeah, these Paras are struggle, bro. These are gonna get cleaned up for sure. And boom, here's another cap. Small Island solo capping with his AA blob. Like 4 AA, that's a really sus AA positioning here, guys. Like, there should be an AA back here for sure. There should be an AA in these woods or hiding behind this cliff. And then, like, there should be a kind of a line of AA, because, like, look at this. Today's gonna get a nice, like, there should be an AA up here. Like, where's the AA up here? Today's gonna get a nice, oh, she's not gonna get a kill of that. But, oh, instead, he doesn't need an AA. There's another air-to-air. And yeah, notice, yeah, these Paras are not gonna do anything. In the meantime, there's no para here. There's no para here. There's no para here. There's no defensive drops here, but you don't really need them. Like, you need the paras over here. This is actually a good one to have. But these aren't really going to do much without any more help. And oh my God, more clusters. Just savage. That's a second set of Jeeps killed. It's not a very good trade, but, you know, it's a trade. And in the meantime, just more pokes. Oh, the mansion's been capped. This guy is doing great though. You know, where's Small Island's drops? Like, Small Island, or sorry, smart fucking Spirit Gun. He should have drops in here. Oh, and the lucky fourth. Oh my God. And Kiday's been, where is Kid? Oh yeah, Kiday's trying her best. She's trying her best. She's cleaned up everything over here, but now she has to go over. And they have to clean up here. So this is actually, so I talk shit about these drops, but the other team is not doing anything to clean them up. And instead they're supporting them with TA. So Frankie's kind of just soloing this. Would have loved to see an AA getting chucked up here. Yeah. This is the issue with, you know, with the drops up here. Like, oh, there's 2 drops. See, I mean, this is good, but this is bad because they can see everything and they can just keep and like this is boarded. This infantry died finally. There's no sniper in here. This sniper is ranked up pretty good, but my god. Oh my god, the Jeeps almost died again. And yeah, the tank player is doing the drops in the correct spot. So, you know this is a problem. And this guy might actually die because there's still I think there's still a drop in here unless it was killed by something. And yeah, constant vision, there's drops everywhere. There's AA rolling into the spawn. Look at the tick. It's not looking good for our plucky USSR team. And there's more drops coming in. These are pretty aggro drops. Very aggro drops. But there was no defensive drops to clean them up. So what should be punished is not being punished. And, well, are they going to get this cap? Go, 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 go. Oh, it's so painful, man. And, you know, a heavy arty would have done some damage up here. Those were their crops. Their clusters did that. That's an interesting. Those were not the USSR clusters that killed the the NATO team. Here comes the nukes. See this all the time. These are actually properly placed though. They're gonna hug them to try to get out of the nukes. It doesn't quite work. Didn't hug quite enough. Another cluster kills their own teammates. Lots of self-owns with the clusters here. Some clusters up here. Notice this team is not done. Finally, Frankie gets the backdrops, the dirty backdrops. There's their drops up here, but no paras up here. These paras are going to tap this. So even though those double nukes really did some damage, I don't know if it's going to be enough for this team to push it over just because this has been capped. Donald is spawned over here with 2 lights. Now, there is the controversy is going to be between Small Island and Donald. There's going to be accusations of throwing, of bad play. And, yeah, there's 2. Here comes their nuke. Bad nuke. It's, what would have been better would be in way more tank drops. But it does kind of neutralize this team. Like, it doesn't kill anything, and it just decapped 2 things that could have been decapped with light tanks. Like, there was no forts there anyways. You could have just flooded Spirit Gun and kept that rest to do light tank drops everywhere. But, yeah. In the meantime, they do cap this. So the light tank spawn. Okay, and then Donald has switched his spawn over here. So he spawned here, which was the correct move. Cap all this. Spawn there. Yeah. Frank no hands. He's got the hands. He's running for it. He's going to get the cap. So boom. That's a big cap. More light tanks. More light tank drops here. And light tanks are pushing over here. So, yeah. There's the light tank swarm from Donald. But they're unsupported. So, yeah. These AAs. So there was definitely a breakage in the communications where Small went here and Donald went there. And I mean that, like, neither Small or Donald have voice comms. So when you're in a situation where there's no voice comms and no communications, you know, because like the light tanks probably would have done better over here, like where the AA was going. They definitely didn't work out very well charging here when they didn't have any support. And I think the timing was off with that nuke, where that nuke went, like, the nuke would have been better now when there was a lot of units there. And then they could have followed it up with a push and done some caps. But instead, there is now a total dom situation almost where the entire town has been capped. The infantry, a Spirit Gun. Okay, now Small has switched his spawn over here. Spirit Gun is just getting crushed in the open. You know, this is probably where there's the peanut gallery is starting to talk shit. You know, APCs might have been helpful over here, or some light tanks. There's no, where's the spawn from the armor? And I think the accusations from Small Islands was that Donald didn't spawn. Like, there should have been a spawn by now. It's been like 20 seconds since that second. Okay, there's the APC spam. So he's got 4 APCs coming. Again, they're separate from... Oh, interesting. They're separate from... Oh, man. And that's some TA. They're separate from the AA once again. And they roll into heavy air support. That's painful. So that was the spawn. Maybe 10 seconds ago he spawned all his units, and then they died. We've got lots of Spirit Gun, open field inf, running into Perez. Yeah, Frankie is pretty deplorable. Like, I haven't seen any drops other than these 3, and then I think he did some over here. But it seems like Frankie has not done enough drops. Maybe he did some more up here, and they died. But there's his Perez. Just one? And let's see, is this air-to-air gonna go to land on Peru? This will be funny. Wham! Oh, ouch. And then, again, there is a disconnect between the armor and the support. We've got support just YOLOing, naked. Still no armor. It's been like a minute since the armor spawns, and there's just nothing happening. You guys, you know, this is one thing I know. Yeah, Small Island's asking where his air is. He's dead. He's dead, bro. He flew into Dex's air-to-air. And they total dominate now at this point. Complete total domination. And yeah, I would be asking, okay, there's the armor. So it hasn't spawned. He spawned the 4 APCs. They went in alone and died to TA. Then the support went in and died to light tanks. And now the light tanks are going in. And then another support spawned again and died to heavy arty. And now he's just getting harvested by the air. So a complete breakdown by this team. I'm not surprised. And I said these are B team players and they don't communicate well. So what do you expect? And then they fight about it in the Discord afterwards. There's a star light tank. The 2-star light tanks. Oh my god. That's a GG. A complete. So NATO really started strong. And then just completely broke apart from those double nukes. So double nukes can play well. And then I think they didn't have a good counter nuke. Like, the timing was off. And then they just fell apart on the spawns. And this is how you can break apart a team on Riviera, is by hitting, you know, hit the left, hit the right, and then just out-tempo them on the light tank spam, and then have, you know, support that's there to support the light tank spam. Like, you can't kind of do it, you know, I'm going to go right and you're going to go left. It happens all the time. It happens to me too. But, you know, inexperienced players who don't communicate are going to have trouble when you're trying to manage both flanks and the middle. So, pretty funny game, pretty funny drama, and yeah, that's a GG. Thanks, Kide, for sending that replay, and yeah, take it easy, guys. Keep posting replays. I got an actual backlog now, finally, of games from 2024, and so I'll keep cranking out the videos. Yeah, take it easy, guys.